Welcome to Yoga with Denise. So today for a portion of our practice, we will be using a TheraBand or Flexiband. If you don't have one or you'd rather not use one during your practice today, everything can be done without. So if you're going to have your Flexiband, let's go ahead and bring it near our mats and water and maybe a washcloth to paste over our eyes during Shavasana. And let's meet on the mat. So let's all begin in an easy seated position. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down. Have that length in your spine. You can close your eyes or a soft gaze, whichever feels best for you today. And let's connect with our breath, finding our effortless breath. Noticing how the air feels as it flows in through the nose, down along the throat, into the lungs. And then back again, from the lungs to the throat to the nose. Allowing the mind to relax. And bringing our focus to the present moment. Bringing softness to the face, relaxing the jaw. Relaxing through the shoulders, through the hips. And then let's gradually begin to deepen the breath, taking in a little bit more air with each inhale and then releasing out as much air as we can on the exhale. Until we get to the point where we're filling the lungs completely with air and then releasing out as much as we can. And then we'll take several breaths like that. And let's make sure that we're breathing into the belly, the ribs, and the chest simultaneously, getting that full yogic breath. And then on our next inhale, we'll breathe in our yogic breath. But as we reach the top of the breath, pause for a moment, and then exhale, inhale, pause for a moment, and we'll do that for a few more breaths. Think of the pause as being more of a suspension of the breath rather than a hard holding of the breath. And then we're going to flip it around. So we're going to inhale, exhale, and pause at the bottom of the breath. And we'll do that for several breaths. And then whenever you're ready, let's reconnect with our natural rhythm. Let's take a nice deep inhale, lengthen through the spine, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And let's find our Uddiyana Bandha, our belly lock. So the space between the navel and the top of the pubic bone, press that straight back towards your spine. So we want to think about maintaining that engagement as we flow through our practice today to engage our abdominal muscles, but also to support our lower back. Let's take a nice deep inhale And as we exhale, let's bring our right ear to the right shoulder. Get that length along the left side of the neck. On an exhale, let's bring our chin to the center. And then inhaling, rocking your ear to the left shoulder. Exhale to center. Inhale up. And just continue flowing from side to side. Taking your time, make your breaths nice and long so you can really get the most of this stretch. And then we'll finish up on the left side. And we'll meet in the center and lift our gaze up. Let's bring our hands to the mat. As we inhale, let's sweep the arms up. Bring the gaze up to the hands, palms together. Exhale, lowering the hands down to heart center as we tuck the chin. Inhaling, sweeping up. Exhale, lower. Let's do 2 more times. Connecting your breath with your movement. And we'll meet with our hands at heart center. Let's lower the hands to the mat again. This time we're going to inhale, lengthen through the spine, and as we exhale, twist to the right, arms coming down where it feels comfortable. Let's take another deep inhale, and as we exhale, bring the right shoulder back and down a little bit more to get a little deeper into the twist. You can even bring your left hand to your right thigh if that helps you get a little deeper twist. Stay in your comfortable range of motion. Don't force anything. Even breaths. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, coming to center. Exhaling, twisting to the left. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhaling, bringing your left shoulder back a little more and maybe bringing your right hand to your thigh. Getting that deeper twist on this side if it feels good for you. Even breaths. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, coming to center. As we exhale, lower the right hand to the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the left arm. Exhale, side bend to the right. Reaching out through your extended arm. Your Uddiyana Bandha belly lock is engaged. Gaze coming wherever it feels comfortable for your neck. Exhaling, bringing your left hand to the mat. Inhaling, lengthening through your right arm. Exhale, side bend to the left. And again, with each inhale, reach out through your right arm to get that deeper stretch along your ribs. Get that nice side bend. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, sweeping both arms up, palms together. And as we exhale, lower the hands down to heart center. Let's take a couple of breaths here, shoulders back and down, and close your eyes. And take a moment to scan through your body. Notice any areas that you might need to take care of today, any areas that need maybe a little extra special attention, and just be mindful of those areas as you flow through your practice. And let's go ahead and meet in all fours. We want to build our pose from the earth, so we want to bring our hands about shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers. Your knees and your hips are stacked. Your wrists and shoulders are stacked. Your Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, let's flow into cat. Arching the back, tuck the tailbone, tuck the chin. And then inhaling into cow. The tailbone comes up, belly drops, gaze comes up. Maintain softness in your elbows as you flow through cat and cow. Nice long breaths. Let's do 2 more breath cycles. And let's meet back in a neutral spine. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, let's come all the way back into child's pose. Lowering your hips towards your heels, maybe bringing your knees apart, your forehead either directly on the mat. You can stack your hands to bring your forehead to your stacked hands or stacked fists. Find whatever is going to feel most comfortable for you today, so you can find this pose anytime you need to during your practice. If you want to take a break or just check in with your body. Let's take some nice even breaths here. Feel that gentle stretch through the low back. On an inhale, let's gently come up onto all fours. Let's walk our hands a little bit forward. Bring our knees back a little bit so we can find our kneeling plank. So you want your wrists and shoulders stacked, fingers spread. Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. Get that straight line from the crown of your head to your tailbone. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we do, let's rock our shoulders a little bit in front of our fingertips. Exhale, lower halfway or less. Inhale up. Exhale, come back into an extended child's pose. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale back, and just continue flowing at your own pace, connecting your breath with your movement. Keeping your elbows close to your ribs as you can. Get those triceps working. Let's do one more. And then after we finish with our extended child's pose, let's all meet in a downward facing dog. Heels towards the mat, hands rooted into the mat, shoulder blades pressing back towards your back pockets. Nice even breaths. And we can pedal the feet out here, hips towards the ceiling. Spine is nice and long. Feeling that stretch along the back of the legs. Flowing with your breath. Let's go ahead and meet with both heels down towards the mat. Let's take a nice deep inhale and gently release the breath. Let's take one more breath. On our next inhale, let's lift the right leg up into a three-legged dog. Hips square to the mat. As we exhale, bring your right foot forward to the front of the mat. Make sure your knee and ankle are stacked. Make sure your feet are like on train tracks, a little about hip width apart. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, coming into a warrior lunge. Sinking down, if that feels good, shoulders away from the ears. Even breaths. Just take an inhale, and as we exhale, lower the hands down to heart center and twist to the right. Continue to breathe. On an inhale, let's come back to center. Let's lower the left heel down. Let's bring our right arm to our thigh, left arm alongside our ear. Or if that feels better for the shoulder, maybe your arm draped across the small of your back. Find whichever is going to work best for you on this side. Let's go ahead and bring both hands back down to frame the foot. Lift your left heel up, step back, downward facing dog. Even breaths. On an inhale, lift your left foot up into a three-legged dog. Exhaling, bringing your left foot forward into a lunge. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, warrior lunge. Even breaths. Exhale, lower the hands down to heart center and twisting to the left. On an inhale, come back to center. Lower your right heel down. Bring your left arm to your thigh. Right arm alongside your ear or draped across the small of your back if that feels better for your shoulder. Even breaths. Let's bring both hands down to frame the foot. Lift your right heel up. This time we're going to step forward to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your chest closer to your thigh. Have as much bend in your knees as you need to for your hamstrings, at least a micro bend. Even breaths. Neck is loose. Let's bend deep in the knees, press into your heels, and as you inhale, reaching up, reaching high, bringing your gaze up to your hands. Exhale, let's sit back in chair. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, sit back in chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, let's forward fold. Bending at the knees, inhaling up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's bring our hands, we can use our peace fingers to grab around our big toe. Press your hips up. Lower your chest closer to your thighs. Then lift your chest away from your thighs a little bit while maintaining that length in your arms. Elbows are soft. Exhale, release, bend at the knees, inhaling up. Exhale, lower the hands down to heart center. Let's find our mountain pose, Tadasana. So we're building from the earth again. So root your feet into the mat. Have your feet about hip width apart. Knees are soft, shoulders back and down, pelvis is level. Uddiyana Bandha is engaged, crown of your head reaching up. Nice deep breaths, palms facing forward. Imagine a balloon pulling up from the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, swan diving forward into a forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, hands on the shins. Exhale, sink back down into a forward fold. Step back with the right foot into a lunge. Meet with the left, downward facing dog. Inhaling into plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, either low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step forward with the right foot into lunge, knee and ankle are stacked, so adjust if you need to. Right arm up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, sit back in chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back with the left. Meet with the right. Downward facing dog. Inhaling, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step forward with the left foot into lunge, knee and ankle stacked, left arm up. Exhale, down. Right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right. Meet with the left. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward into lunge. Right arm up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Back with the left, meet with the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward into lunge, left arm up. Exhale, down. Right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Back with the right, meet with the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. This time, right foot up, three-legged dog. Slide through to lunge, right arm up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Back with the left, meet with the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot up, three-legged dog. Slide through, left arm up. Exhale, down. Right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Back with the right, meet with the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot up, three-legged dog. Slide through, right arm up. Exhale, down. Left foot forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Back with the left, meet with the right, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank or kneeling plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot up, three-legged dog. Slide through, left arm up. Exhale, down. Right foot forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, up. Exhale, Tadasana. If you like, you can go ahead and take a water break now, and we'll all meet up at the top of our mats in our Tadasana. Let's take some nice deep breaths. Bring our heart rate down. Bring our breath back to its natural rhythm. Knees are soft, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling, shoulders back and down, pelvis level. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward into a forward fold. Let's bring our right hand to the left elbow, left hand to the right elbow, and let's do some ragdoll. So allow your torso to just relax, knees are soft, and maybe gently sway from side to side, neck is loose. Let's meet back in the center, release the hands to the mat. Let's step back with the left foot into a lunge, and then let's lower our right heel down. We're gonna come into a warrior two, building from the earth. So our heels are lined up, left foot is parallel to the short end of the mat, right toes pointing towards the front. Let's grab our Flexiband if we're going to use it. Bend into your right knee and ankle are stacked, hips are open, shoulders are open. And we'll meet in our Warrior Two, either with or without the Flexiband, and extend your arms out. Nice deep breaths, play around with the tension, find what's going to work best for you today. Open up the chest. Make sure your knee is tracking the same direction as your toes and your back knee is soft. Arms are parallel to the floor. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw back out. So try to keep your elbow and your shoulder parallel to the floor. The only thing that's moving is your lower arm. So if you need to glance back to check, go ahead and do that. Right arm is extended straight out to the front. Flowing with your breath. Let's do two more. We'll meet back in our Warrior Two. If we're using the strap, bring it behind you. Bring your left hand to your thigh, right arm up. Let's find our reverse warrior. If you need to adjust the strap, go ahead and do that. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, bending just at the elbow. Think about your tricep here. Make sure your knee is still tracking the same direction as your toes, that it's not dropping in. Elbow as much towards the ceiling as your shoulder will allow. Let's do two more. Let's bring the strap back to the front. Straighten your right knee and turn your toes all towards the long end of the mat. Grab your strap with your palms facing up. Knees are soft. Elbows close to the ribs, thumbs to the outside. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you move your arms to the sides, thumbs to the back of the room. Exhale, come back forward. Inhale back, exhale in. Knees are soft. Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. This is working your rotator cuff in your shoulder. Arms are bent about 90 degrees. Keep breathing. Let's do two more. Then you're going to keep your right foot exactly where it is. Turn your left toes towards the back of your mat and then bend into your knee. Then we're going to grab our strap if we're using it, our band, and then extend to the front and the back of the room. Make sure your knee is tracking the same direction as your toes. Nice deep breaths. Back knee is soft. Chest is open. Hips are open. Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Glance back if you need to make sure your elbow and your shoulder are in alignment. Keep breathing and flowing. Equal pressure on the front and the back foot. Let's do three more. And then we'll move the strap behind us. If we're using it, right hand to the thigh, left arm straight up. Make sure your knee is still tracking and not dropping in. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, bend, inhale, lengthen. Uddiyana Bandha is engaged, nice and strong here. Let's do two more. And let's release out. Move the strap, let the strap drop to the side. Let's bring our toes all towards the long end of our mat. Knees are soft. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive forward into a forward fold. Find our straddle forward fold. Relax the chest down. Feel that stretch in the inner thighs. Breathing gently and evenly. And let's walk our hands forward. So keep walking your hands forward until your heels start to come up off the mat. Once they do, press your heels back down to the mat. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Find your wide leg downward facing dog. Try to make that length in your spine. Ears are lined up between your shoulders. Nice deep breaths. Let's walk our hands back towards the mat and then walk towards your right foot. Lift your left heel up. Step forward to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Bending deep in the knees, inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, lower the hands down to heart center. Let's go ahead and release out, and we're going to get ready to do eagle for our balance pose. So let's get that good base of support with our feet and shift our weight to our left foot. Let's bring our right foot across. Let's bring our left arm across our chest, right arm over. So you can have the back of the hand to the back of the hand, palm to palm, or opposite hand to the opposite shoulder. Do whatever feels best for you today. Lower your shoulders away from the ears, elbows away from the chest. Take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, gently lower down. Try lifting your toes away from the mat and maybe even wrapping your foot around your leg. Even breaths. And release when you're ready. And then we'll switch sides. So get the good base of support on your right foot. Bring your left foot across. Right arm across your chest, left arm over, back of the hand to the back of the hand, palm to palm, or hands to opposite shoulders. Lift your elbows up, shoulders down. Nice deep inhale, exhale, lower. Maybe lifting your toes away, maybe wrapping your foot around your leg. And release. Let's all meet up at the top of our mats. Feet hip width apart. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward into a forward fold. We're going to step back with either foot into downward facing dog. Nice deep breaths, reaching your hips towards the ceiling, shoulder blades to your back pockets. Arms are long, but elbows are soft, knees are soft, heels to the mat. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, let's float both knees down. Let's slide onto one hip and swing our legs forward to the front of the mat. Let's find our staff pose, Tadasana. So we want to have our heels planted in the mat, toes pointing up, back of the legs touching the mat. Lift the crown of your head up, shoulders back and down. Have your hands just barely touching the mat. You're not using the mat, your hands to force your spine up. You're using your core and the strength of your upper body to do that. Open up through the heart center. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up, reaching high. Exhaling, hinging at the hips, bringing your chest towards your knees. Try to have that length in your spine. Even breaths. Let's gently walk our hands back. Let's bring the right leg in. You can either have it on the inside or on the outside of your thigh. Bring your left arm around, your right arm behind. Take a nice deep inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Press into your right foot. Exhale, gently twist. Even breaths. Exhaling, releasing, switching sides. Extend your right leg out. Left foot in, either inside or outside. Right arm around, left arm behind. Inhale, lengthen, press into your left foot. Exhale, twist. Even breaths. Let's take an inhale, and as we exhale, gently release. We're going to come all the way to supine. So your hands can be either behind your thighs to give you a little more lower back support, or the arms extended out. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, lower all the way down. Take your time. If your hair is in a ponytail, make sure to shift it around so your head can make contact with the mat. And let's extend our legs out straight and bring our arms up over the head. Get that nice long stretch. Try to get as much space between your fingertips and your toes as you can. Nice deep breaths. Let's bring our hands down alongside. Let's bring our feet up to the mat. Palms are facing down. Walk your heels close to your fingertips and then adjust your feet so your knees are about hip width apart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open up through the heart center. And as you inhale, press into your heels, into your feet, lifting your hips up. Adjust your shoulder blades if you need to once you're there. You can even use your hands to see if you can get your hips a little bit higher. And then lower your hands back to the mat. Squeeze your glutes. Have your thighs engaged. Your abdominal muscles are nice and strong here. Let's take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, lower just to hover. Inhaling, pressing back up as high as you can. Exhale, lower to hover. And just continue flowing at your own pace. Squeezing at the top so it almost feels like your thighs are rotating away from each other as you move up to the top. Let's do 2 more. Let's lower our hips all the way to the mat. Let's bring our knees into the chest, hands behind the thighs, and if it feels good, maybe gently rocking from side to side. Let's go ahead and release out. Let's keep our feet on the mat and let's bring our arms out to a T. We'll do a little supine twist. So lift your feet up. Take a nice deep inhale, and as we exhale, lower your legs to the left. Maybe shifting your hips a little bit so that you have a straight line from the crown of your head to your hip. And then maybe bringing your gaze over your right shoulder. Make sure both shoulder blades are rested into the mat. If you like, you can extend your right leg out. See how that feels for the stretch along the right side of your body. Even breaths. Bring the right leg back in, shift back to the center, lift your feet up, knees bent about 90 degrees, and then lower your knees to the right. And again, if you need to shift to get that straight line from the crown of your head to your hip, go ahead and do that. Bring the gaze over your left shoulder, shoulder blades planted in the mat, and then maybe extending your left leg out if that feels good on this side. Even breaths. Let's go ahead and bring our top leg in. If it's out, gaze back up, shift your hips back to the center. Keeping our arms at a T, lift your hips, your feet up off the mat. Have your knees and your hips lined up. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, lower your knees towards the right. Keep your shoulder on the mat. And then back to center. Exhale to the left. As soon as you feel your right shoulder blade peel off, come back to center. Some of us might be able to go all the way to the floor. Some of us just part way, like me. And that's fine. It's all based on your spine, how much you can twist. Use your core muscles to move you. And then we'll finish on the left side. And we'll meet back in the center. Let's bring our arms to our sides. Let's extend our legs out and let's find our Shavasana. So if you'd like to place a towel over your eyes, now is the time to do it. Relax your shoulder blades into the mat. Let your feet just drop to the corners of the room with your arms at your sides, palms facing up. If this doesn't feel good for your low back, you can bring your feet to the mat, bring your knees together and walk your feet to the outer edges of the mat. That way your legs can relax, but you'll still have support for your lower back. Another option is to come into supine butterfly. Have the soles of your feet together and just let your knees drop to the sides. So find whatever position is going to work for you today. And then just find your breath. Connect with your natural rhythm. And close your eyes if that feels good. Allow your body to sink into the mat, focusing only on your breath. And slowly begin to relax, starting at the feet, relaxing your toes, your heels, allowing that sense of relaxation to flow up through your ankles, your shins and calves, relaxing the knees and the thighs, flowing like a gentle wave up through the hips, and then all the way along the spine, starting at the base of the spine and slowly working your way up all the way through the neck. Bringing relaxation to the hands and the wrists, flowing along the arms to the elbows, the upper arms, and the shoulders, flowing to the jaw, softening your face and relaxing your jaw, relaxing the scalp, and finally relaxing the brain. Just focusing on your breath and nothing else. That gentle, effortless breath as it flows in from your nose to your navel, and then from your navel to your nose. Feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. And then whenever you feel ready to bring movement back to your body, start by moving your hands and your fingers, your feet and your toes. Maybe rotating at your wrists and ankles in one direction and then the opposite. If it feels good, maybe sliding your feet up onto the mat if they're not already there. And maybe shifting your hips over so you can roll onto one side. Your arm under your head to give your neck a little more support. Maintaining your focus on your breath. And then whenever you feel ready, gently bringing yourselves up to seated. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Have that length in your spine. Let's lower the hands to the mat. As we inhale, sweeping the arms up, bringing the palms together. Exhaling, lowering the hands down to heart center. I thank you for joining me today. I leave you in a place of peace and joy. Namaste. Thank you.